Welcome to Whiteboard Wednesday, and on today's episode, we're going to talk about how to swim in a hot pool. We've all been there before. We show up to the pool or lake, and it feels like 1,000,000 degrees. What happened? Get some ice in there or something. In this video, we're going to share 5 tips how you can manage swimming in hot water. And the reason this is important is because there are a number of different health risks by swimming in hot water. What happens is your body and your lungs and your heart, they have to work harder to cool yourself down. And if you're exercising and doing laps, that can put a lot of stress on your body. This body is going to end up feeling dehydrated, you can feel lightheaded, and in the worst case, it'll cause nausea and even heart failure. So we don't want to go to that extreme, but let's think about what temperature should a pool actually be at. If it's a competition pool as regulated by FINA, the temperature should be between 25 and 28 degrees centigrade. In Fahrenheit, that's about 77 to 82 degrees. Now, if it's a more leisurely pool that has swim lessons, the temperature might be closer to 30 degrees centigrade, anywhere in 82, 83, 84, 85 degrees Fahrenheit, and that can feel really, really tiring in the water. And of course, a hot tub is the hottest, anywhere from 37 to 39 degrees centigrade, over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you're swimming in one of these pools, or you show up to your pool and it happens to be really hot, how can you manage it? And the first tip we're gonna say is add rest, right? You don't have to change your workout that dramatically, but give yourself a little bit more rest to recover. Remember, your body's working harder to cool yourself down. It's not like you're giving yourself a break by adding some time on your intervals. How can you do that? Here's an example set. 5 100s freestyle on the 130. Normally, you're doing them on the 130. That should feel pretty easy. You know the pool is hot. You're feeling a little sluggish. Give yourself 10 seconds more rest. Do 5 100s on the 140. And you're not really giving yourself that much more rest because remember, your body's working harder in the hot water. So adding rest is really going to make the workout actually comparable to what it was in a colder pool. In addition to adding rest, you can make the duration, the distance that you're swimming, shorter. You don't have to make the actual workout shorter, just make your repetitions shorter. For example, let's say you're doing 5 200s IM or 5 200s freestyle or pull. Instead of doing 5 200s, what you originally planned or the workout that was prescribed to you, you can break that up into 10 100s. So instead of 5 200s IM, do 10 100s IM. You can even do 20 50s. So there's a number of different ways that you can vary the workout to do the same distance, but to give yourself more rest or increase or shorten the duration so that your body has more chances to recover. If you're swimming in a hot pool, I highly recommend focusing on your technique. If the pool that you swim at normally is frigid and one day it happens to be really hot, that can actually be awesome for you because you can focus on doing drills. Drills are actually best done in a warmer pool because your body has an opportunity to relax and really focus on one thing, giving yourself more time to recover at each end of the pool if you're doing 25s or 50s. And it allows you to not get cold and tense between each repetition because oftentimes when you're doing drills, you're not really trying to push your body to the max, you're focusing on your technique. So focus on your efficiency, focus on your stroke. So the 4th tip is to make sure you're hydrating. If you're going to a hot pool, make sure you're hydrating yourself before, during, and after. And this rule applies even if you're swimming in a cold pool. So regardless, all the time you should be hydrating. We'll leave a link to check out nutritional guidelines for swimmers and athletes. Make sure you're hydrating, even if the workout is only 20 to 30 minutes long. If you're used to swimming a 60-minute workout, you should definitely hydrate. If the workout's only 20 or 30 minutes, that still is long enough to make you dehydrated. Hydrate before, during, and after the workout. Now finally, the 5th tip, and this is my favorite tip, is to incorporate Dryland training into the swim. If you show up to the pool, it's really, really hot, you don't feel like doing the 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 meter workout that was prescribed, incorporate some strength training out of the water with swimming in the water. Here's an example set. You'll go 10 push-ups out of the water, then you're gonna follow that up with 2 25s freestyle on the 1-minute interval. You're gonna use the swimming in the hot pool as a recovery for the dry land. Then you're gonna hop out of the water, you're gonna go 10 jump squats. There's a number of different variations for squats and push-ups. We'll leave a link in the description for some of that stuff. And then you're gonna go 2 more 25s freestyle on the minute to give yourself recovery. Give yourself another 2 minutes rest and then repeat that 5 rounds. It may not seem like a lot, but this workout will break even the most accomplished athletes because you're not only doing push-ups and squats, but you're also swimming and you're doing it all in the same time in hot water. But it allows you to feel really confident and really engage your muscles. So this is a 30-minute workout. It's only 500 meters. There's a lot of work in there because you're doing 50 push-ups, 50 squats. Make sure your technique is absolutely perfect when you're doing the push-ups, the squats, and the freestyle between. A number of different variations. If you're interested in more workouts like that, we'll leave one in the description of this video. But this was Whiteboard Wednesday, helping you navigate and manage swimming in a super hot pool. And before I forget, there is a bonus tip. Just don't swim. If you feel like the water is just too hot and you won't be productive and you're at risk of being dehydrated because you're dehydrated before you even started the workout, just don't swim. Take the day off, do something out of the water, and then come back for the next day energized and ready to go. Another fun fact, if you want to cool a 10,000 gallon pool by just 5 degrees, it'll take over 2,000 pounds of ice. So simply putting a hose in or dropping ice, not really going to solve it. It might feel better, but check out our 5 tips on how you can manage swimming in a hot pool. Happy swimming. Bye.